everyone, your host Cy Smith wanted to shoot this video to talk about now what, and this is primarily directed at Chicago. We just finished the election. Rahm Emanuel won his second term, and now what? So this is Wednesday, the day after, and for me, it really didn't matter who won, because in our community, we had the 16-year-old face shot in the face on 65th and Marshfield last Saturday. We had two other 16-year-olds shot. A 17-year-old girl shot in the foot over on Racine and 71st Street. Now what? So for what has to happen is real easy. The daily living habits have to happen. The problem is what we're up against is competing interests. So we got a lot of activists, we got a lot of people who are doing what God asked them to do, but what we're not doing is taking inventory on how to create win-win situations. So for instance, if you're dead set on your parade that's coming up, that's fine. We should help you with your parade, but we also, you as the founder or the leader, should also find out what's important to the next person, because what's happening is we're competing and we're all at the bottom. And so it's like, why are we competing when we should be working with each other? So if you're an activist or organizer, you belong to a church and you have something important to you, take a step back and say, what's important to the person I'm asking to be a part of what I'm doing? Because if you don't do that, what's going to happen is you're going to have these competing interests, and we're going to have small percentages of people at everyone's events versus being strategic and saying, okay, we all go rally around your event, then we go rally around this person's event. So that's kind of what I wanted to really talk about, that getting out of that mindset of selfishness or self-centeredness and looking at how to be broad-based and help everyone out. The moment of truth is upon us right now. The police officer was charged with murder for gunning down an unarmed black person and then potentially planting evidence near the body. And I think what this exposes is the lack of respect. But as I always say, if we don't respect ourselves, how can we expect other people to respect us? I'm at a quagmire right now with 63rd Street, which we call Blacktown in Chicago. 204 blocks from California all the way to the expressway. I know people literally on all these different blocks. But the point is, what will we do? Because the truth is, knowing them is only part of the battle. How do you get everyone to pool their money together? And so right now, between California and Yale, and all the way from 63rd to 66, that's going to be the next 60 days, my biggest test. Because one of the reasons why I moved to Gary, Indiana, and decided to run for mayor is because we couldn't get the people within those boundaries to come together. And I felt like we can create an underground railroad with people traveling, because I really believe people got to get away from the environment in order to see things differently. And so we created this underground railroad where the people from 63rd Street, we call Blacktown, will be traveling to Gary, cleaning up, doing good things in Gary, and vice versa. The people in Gary who are bored, lost, not doing anything will travel to 63rd Street. So now we're in this position where we can do this exchange. What's missing is everyone's $12. We have to be worth a quarter a week. It doesn't get any simpler than that. Again, the problem is I'm the messenger, and people don't value and respect what I'm talking about as much as if President Obama said it, or someone with esteem, and then we'll easily have everyone doing this $1 a month. And the other part is just doubt and disbelief, which is personal. It's not directed at me. So right now, everyone, please donate your $12 right away. But if you live between those boundaries, we had to have one example where love and respect is there, because without it, why would anyone respect us? And we would continue to see law enforcement and others gun down and kill unarmed people because there's a lack of respect that may be subconscious. They might not even be aware of the lack of respect that they have. We need one victorious strip where we can look at and be proud. Let's build it. Donate your $1 a month, $12 a year today. Thank you.